I won't be a rock star. I will be a legend. Hi there, I'm Freddie Mercury, and this is my story. The story of a boy who dreamed of music before he even knew what fame meant. I was born on September 5th, 1946, on a small island called Zanzibar, far from the lights of London. My real name wasn't Freddie Mercury. It was Farrokh Bulsara, a name that carried my Persian roots. My parents were Parsi, followers of Zoroastrianism, and they taught me respect, discipline, and the beauty of art. As a kid, I was shy. You wouldn't believe it, but I had this fire inside me whenever I heard music. I studied at a British boarding school in India, and that's where everyone started calling me Freddie. I joined the school choir, played piano, and even formed my first band, The Hectics. We played songs by Elvis Presley and Little Richard. I tried to copy their energy, their confidence. When I was 12, one of my teachers told me, "Freddie, you have the soul of a performer." I never forgot that. But life changed quickly. In the 1960s, political unrest in Zanzibar forced my family to leave everything behind. We moved to England, a strange, cold land that would soon become the stage for my wildest dreams. At first, it wasn't easy. We lived modestly in a small house in Feltham, near London. But I didn't complain. I had my music, my sketches, and a strange feeling that destiny had plans for me. London was buzzing with music when we arrived. Rock and roll was alive, and so was my ambition. I studied graphic design at Ealing Art College. I didn't know it then, but those skills would help me later create Queen's famous logo. I loved art, but my heart beat for music. I spent nights listening to Jimi Hendrix and the Beatles, dreaming of the stage. I met Brian May and Roger Taylor through a band called Smile. They were brilliant, just missing a spark. That spark was me. I joined them, and soon we decided to start fresh with a new name, Queen. People said the name was too bold, but I loved it. Short, elegant, and full of drama. I also changed my last name to Mercury. I wanted something powerful, something that sounded like the god of speed and messages. In 1973, we released our first album. It didn't make us stars overnight, but people started to notice the voice and the teeth. Yes, I had extra teeth, 4 more than usual, but I refused to fix them. I thought, maybe that's why I can sing like this. On stage, I was a different creature. Shy Farrokh disappeared. Freddie Mercury was born in fire and spotlight. We worked endlessly, rehearsing, writing, perfecting every sound. We weren't just a band, we were building a legend. Our second album, Queen 2, showed our wild imagination, fantasy, darkness, and a little bit of royal madness. And then came Killer Queen, the song that changed everything. Suddenly, we were on every radio, every TV, every teenage dream. After Killer Queen, everything exploded. Fame hit us like thunder, loud, bright, and unstoppable. We toured the world from Tokyo to New York. I loved the stage. It was my kingdom, and I ruled it with a mic. People often asked about my energy. Truth is, I became someone else when the lights hit me, a fearless version of myself. In 1975, we released Bohemian Rhapsody. Everyone said it was too long, too strange, but I knew it was special. We spent weeks recording the opera section, layering voices, harmonies, and madness. It was beautiful chaos. When it hit the charts, it broke all the rules. For the first time, the world sang along to something utterly unpredictable. But fame has two faces. Behind the glitter, there was loneliness, love, and endless searching for who I really was. I built deep connections with a few people, especially Mary Austin. She was my rock, my family, even when love changed shape. By the mid-'80s, Queen had conquered the world. But nothing compares to Live Aid in 1985. 20 minutes that felt eternal. That crowd, that roar, I felt connected to every soul in that stadium. For a moment, music made us one. Later, I was diagnosed with AIDS. I kept it private for years, not out of shame, but to protect the people around me. Even as my body weakened, my spirit burned brighter. I recorded The Show Must Go On, knowing it might be my last battle. On November 24th, 1991, I said goodbye to this world. But I believe my voice, our music, still lives wherever someone dares to dream. When I'm dead, I want to be remembered as a musician of some worth and substance.